afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the EVES auction room here, particularly those folks also watching via the live stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the auction room. Nice of you to be joining us as well. Don't worry about it, folks. The camera's only on me. When I look up there, I'm looking at the camera and that's going out over the World Wide Web. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here today, so please bear with me over the next few moments, and I'm just going to outline to you how the process works here in the auction room. Those folks you see on the screen there, obviously Robin, she looks after all the technology, and of course this is my negotiation team, Sarah, Jill, Mark and Jordan. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve, then I'm going to pause the auction. They'll then take over and we'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. Now that will always be below the seller's reserve price, so we'll give you that opportunity, folks. Just be very clear. Once it comes back into the auction room, if you haven't reached agreement with the owners and I close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer. That does include conditional buyers, and I'm going to tell you about a couple of properties that we have got conditional buyers that are probably watching via the live stream, but chopping in a bit, hoping that the property doesn't sell today. If you're the cash buyers, you're members of a very elite group of people. We'll give you the first chance here this afternoon. Documentation, let's quickly run through that. The buyers and sellers guide, well, I know your marketing consultants, they've been your ambassadors right through the program. They will have provided you with that booklet. They are, of course, in the stand just outside of the auction room. And co-located in that stand is the finalised copy of the contract of sale. Now that's also been circulated in draft form, as you see there on the screen. So by way of any bidding, I know that you've had that opportunity to read through that document. Certainly run it past your solicitor, remembering that you bid and buy on a cash unconditional basis at the auction. You are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. So by way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've done all that for you, for yourselves, and you're all tickety-boo and set to go. What you see up there in blue on the screen there today, folks, is transposed from the front page of the contract under clause 2. That outlines the conduct of the auction. Again, I'm going to assume that you've read that. You know that obviously vendors have set reserve prices. Of course, once we reach that reserve price, I'm authorised to sell the property, and I'll let you know very clearly. Robin will push a button up here and the now selling sign will start flashing. So once that's flashing, if you want to buy the property, you need to get in, otherwise you run the risk of missing out. The vendor bidding, I'm authorised to submit bids on behalf of the vendors. When they sign their reserve form, they confirmed in writing that I'm the only one authorised to do that. Vendor bids are simply a technique to work alongside you and assist you buy the property if we are below. Let's try that again. If we are below the seller's reserve price and we're too far away from where the vendor is happy to enter into some negotiations with you, I'll utilise a vendor bid that is bidding with you, and it's just to advance you into a position where what I call the negotiating table will pause the options from there below the seller's reserve price and give you that opportunity to just keep discussing. So I'll only use vendor bids, folks, if there's only one person participating in the auction, and of course I will clearly disclose those vendor bids to you, so no hidden agenda here at the EVES auctions. Just want to remind you of your obligations immediately the hammer falls. You'll know when it falls, I can assure you of that. There's a few people jumped out of their skin with fright when the hammer falls, but I make it very clear when you've secured the property. From that juncture, folks, we just require you to sign the contract and part with your deposit, and that is, of course, 10% of the purchase price that we established collectively here this afternoon in the auction room, unless, of course, you've made alternative arrangements and got authorisation for a higher or lesser figure from the sellers prior to the auction. So a pretty straightforward process. I'm happy to answer any questions. No questions? It's very rare that we get questions at the auctions, actually, and that is a very clear indication on just how good our EVES salespeople are out there in providing you with all the information that you need to bid and buy here at the auction. So let's move on to our first property for the afternoon. That's number 90 Dunkeld Drive. Richie Wright, working from our Papamar office. He's been your mastermind of the marketing campaign of 90 Dunkeld Drive, which I formally describe as a freehold estate, 455 square metres of land, more or less. 777-212 is the record of title number, housed in the South Auckland Registry Office. explaining all the legalities of the property. And Richie, just 20 working days from today's date is our settlement date. A very comprehensive channels list, as you see there on the screen there, folks. I'm not going to read them out all in their entirety. I know Richie won't have made any errors in explaining the channels that come with the property, and of course you only have to wait 20 working days for those channels. Any changes or anything I've missed there, Richie? Good, pleased about that. So a property, folks, that is it really is, to epitomise your daily dose of vitamin D. This property has been very nicely positioned on the site there. As you see there on the screen, look, barbecuing is really so nice and simple and easy. It connects really nicely with that kitchen area as well. So, some special features. Look at the barn doors up there as well. That's something very special that comes with the home as well. It's sleek, functional, practical catering facilities. Well, all I can suggest to you is if you're the foodie of the home, you're going to love throwing some pots and pans around in there. Remember, you've got, of course, that the kids' built-in playground that's already there. So, if you've got the little ones there or the grandies, they're going to absolutely love you at this property here. And, of course, located in that growing community of terrace views. So now I can tell you, folks, we are just confirming for me, Richie, our conversation. We're expecting a conditional offer to come in on this property, aren't we? Okay, so we've got a buyer, folks, that's hopefully watching via the live stream, hoping like heck that the property doesn't sell here today. But as your auctioneer, I deal with the cash interest, so I now hand you the baton to ownership of number 90 Dunkeld Drive. If you're in that position of cash, you need to let me know right now. Otherwise, I'm simply going to call it 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to shut the auction down, and we're going to keep working with those conditional buyers. I think we've got a couple of them that are hoping to do something, Richie. So if you are watching, get in first with that conditional offer after I've closed it, because you may get into one of those multis. Once, twice, third, last chance for cash. Auction's closed. Off we go there, Richie, on the phone, and I'm looking forward to getting a text message from you. I'll give you 24 hours.
You'll be best tonight.
Go on, hey? Is that a deal?
Absolutely.
Okay, mate, good on you. Well done. 24 hours, I'm pretty sure we'll have that property under contract. So I know the way Richie Wright works. Right up the front here, you see standing, there one or two, obviously. There, Fran Harmon. Fran works out of our Patmore office, and she's been applying her infinite expertise in her usual professional manner, assisting you in your buying decisions for this wonderful property at number 7B Taylor Road. It's a freehold estate, and record of title 614058. Describes the property as 403 square metres of land, more or less. Now, a freehold estate, folks, that is the best class of ownership you can buy in our wonderful country. 26th of July, Fran, is our settlement date. Channels list, there'll be no changes, I know that. Yeah, didn't think so. So what you see on the screen is what's on the front page of the contract, or rather page 2. Just reminding you of clause 23, purchasers acknowledge that the laundry has been relocated to what was previously a storage area, which is non-consented. Purchasers further acknowledge that you completed the purchase of the property having carried out your own due diligence and will not make any objection to the vendor or claim compensation regarding the foregoing that I have just mentioned. So just for bidding confidence and clarity. Moving on to the property itself, well, let's look at location. Well, we don't have to say too much about it. It is absolutely an unbeatable location here at 7B Taylor Road. The property itself, well, it's got endless potential as well. That wonderful, delightful little cottage with the, it's got the 3 bedrooms for you as well, but it really is, I think, fair to say, Fran, one of those ideal beachside retreats. It's comfortable, permanent residence as it is at the moment, but it could well be a savvy investment opportunity for future development going forward in your lives as well. I think fair to say, Fran, it's one of those properties that all the boxes for your requirements go tick, 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 and there you've got it at 7B Taylor Road. So surrounded by a blend of quaint original batches and some breathtaking coastal residents as well, so you know you're in a good location when you see that, and of course just nestled one row back from that pristine beachfront of Patmore. So in your hands, buyers. I know being in Taylor Road, everybody will be expecting this to be a very expensive property. Just put your money forward and let the vendor make that decision. Who'd like to say go? 7B Taylor Road. Great opportunity. Invest today, reap the benefits in the future. First call for cash interest. Second time. Third, last chance for your opening bid, folks. Otherwise, we simply close the auction and carry on with our marketing. No? Okay, happy to do so there, friend. And we're going to close the auction for me now. What sort of buying power do we need? We're talking about Taylor Road here. Brace yourselves, folks. Get hold of the controls of your placemaker, because I think once Fran tells you the price that you're going to have to pay for this property, there's going to be some heartbeats going woof. How much do we need?
So it's now priced at $959,000.
$959,000 for Taylor Road. I could suggest to you guys, if you're watching via the live stream, get on the phone and very quickly look Fran up in our Patmar office, get her mobile number and get hold of her, because that property's not going to last long at all. $959,000 buys the property. Talk to Fran, she'll help you from that. Thanks, Fran.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome. Right, one of our expert auction marketing agents, Chris Royal from our Cherrywood office. Chris has been with you all the way while you've navigated your journey to the ownership of this property here at number 2 Colour Way. When we look at the legal aspects of this one, it's a freehold estate, 392 square metres of land, more or less. 697673 is the record of title number for this one. Again, housed in the South Auckland Registry Office. 19th of July is the settlement date, 2024. Any flexibility around that at all there, Chris? Or
yeah, there is a little bit, yes.
A little bit, yeah. Okay, so talk to Chris if you need an alternative date. And again, a property with a very comprehensive channels list there, Chris. Any additions or deletions there? No, all as circulated. So that covers off the legal aspects of the property. You've really got effortless choice for those seeking a low maintenance, easily managed residence here. You've got it here at number 2 Colour Way. That modern kitchen, well, that's you will remember that when you viewed it. It's wrapped in those neutral tones as well, so your personal furnishings, they're going to fit in there just like your hand goes into a glove. Excellent for maintaining conversations with guests and families throughout the day's proceedings, whether it's morning for breakfast or evening while the evening meal's being prepared. It really caters for that as well. Absolutely brilliant flow to the secluded outdoor covered area. That covered space makes it really something very special indeed, doesn't it, Chris? You know, all year round outdoor living as well. And of course, while you're doing that, you get to enjoy those meticulously tended gardens that really do enhance the property's aesthetics as well. Top that off, and you've got the Matua location. So, what else could you ask for? You've got a wonderful location and a beautiful home. All we need to do now is identify who the new owner is going to be. Chris, I also understand that there's somebody expressing some interest in the property, but got a house to sell first. So, cash buyers,
It's currently on the market.
Currently on the market. So, cash buyers, you get the first opportunity here today. And I just need to fully disclose to you, as well as we always do at EVES, we do have registered telephone bidding in place for this property as well. So, where do we say go, buyers? Happy to suggest a figure, but my figure might be different to yours. I would suggest that you set the benchmark on where you'd like to start the auction away, and we'll see if we can help you from there. What about 900? Somebody start us away at 900? I'm happy to get it underway. Pardon?
920.
920, even better. Yeah, I'll work with that. $920,000. That gets me excited. We're underway now for number 2 Colour Way at $920,000. We'll travel a nice, easy $20,000 rises here. It makes it easier for me as the auctioneer to count as well. Although Robin just taps it into the computer and it automatically calculates it for me. Makes my job nice and easy. $920,000, seeking a $20,000 rise now. First call, second, third, last chance in or outs. Happy to work alongside your buyer on the phone there, Kyra, at $940,000 vendor bid at this point in time. At $940,000, 60 would be the next retort there. At 940, Say 960. At 960 it is now. $960,000. Appreciate you working alongside us there on the phone there at $960,000. Just out of interest, Kyra, are they watching via the live stream? At 9, I'd just like to make eye-to-eye contact with people as well at $960,000. Appreciate you working with us on the live stream there, folks, at $960,000. Chasing that extra $20,000 rise. First, second, last chance, are we in or outs? We're just going to go once more on behalf of our seller at $980,000. Take me to an even million. We'll pause the auction and give you the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers here today. At $980,000, be clear, it's a vendor bid.
Okay, 990.
990. Wow, we should really be at $1 million. Property deserves that. Make it easier for the negotiation process afterwards. Just speeds it up a little bit.
Okay, $1 million.
Yep, appreciate you working with us, folks. At $1 million even, your bid at $1 million. I call it 3 times, otherwise we pause and talk. Once, twice, third, final chance in or outs. Mark bids on the phone with Kyra's buyer there. Appreciate it. Options paused in your favour for negotiations. We'll be back to you very shortly, folks, for a result on that property. All the best. Well, nobody can ask for an agent with more energy and enthusiasm than Nicholas Maloney over here from our Lakes office. He's been your guide throughout the marketing period of this wonderful offering at number 15 Monte Carlo Drive. When we look at the legal aspects of freehold estate, another one, as I mentioned earlier, the best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand. 690 square metres of land, more or less, is your offering, and record of title 954532 is the record of title that confirms all the legal aspects of it. Nicholas, 15 working days from today's date is still our settlement date?
That is correct, yeah.
Bit of flexibility around that as well. Why don't you look at it? Well, we almost ran out of room on the screen there for the channels list. That gives you an indication of the quality of this property here. However, in saying that, excluded from the sale is the art, furniture, outdoor pots, floor rugs, and the plug-in lamps. They do not stay. So, they won't be there when you take ownership in just 15 working days' time. So that comes off the legal aspects of it. Now, this property here was the 2023 recipient of a National Architectural Award. So that, again, gives you an indication of the quality of product that you're buying. The interior, well, that's simply superb. It retains the cedar as that recurrent theme and the batten detailing as well. You can see it on the screen there around the island bench and the kitchen there. Simply superb. Now, accompanying that kitchen is, of course, is your sleek culinary centrepiece and that substantial scullery that goes with the property as well. Well, you know, it really is a very, very nice place to be preparing and enjoying your meals throughout the day. That central courtyard, you see it there on the screen now, you know, it's got that botanical focal point for upmarket outdoor entertaining as well. So again, a touch of the class that you're going to have in your new home. And it's one of those properties exemplifying workmanship and the innovation that reflected in it, the skill and the high-end nature of this sensational 233 square metre home. You are in for a real lifestyle overhaul, I can assure you of that. But there's one job that you need to do before you can enjoy that, and that's buy it. And that's what we're here for this afternoon. Who says go for this one, folks? Number 15, Monte Carlo Drive. A superb property indeed. In fact, I reckon you'd probably want to do your open home. It's the only open home of the weekend with a home like this there, Nicholas. You probably want to get over there and wouldn't want to go home.
I don't have that luxury, but that's how it works.
Luxury simply surround you. Look at that outdoor living area. This is outstanding. Looking for an opening bid now, folks. Where do we say go? Once, twice. Final opportunity for cash interest. Okay, we haven't quite found our cash buyer yet, Nicholas, so we're going to close the auction, but we're going to put a price on this property and move straight into phase 3 of the auction marketing campaign. What is that price for this wonderful property?
Look, the vendors have chosen to price the property at $1.799, and that will also include a garaging system for the carport. So they've got it designed and they'll put that in the price as well.
Yeah, so just in case you're watching via the live stream on this property, folks, that what Nicholas is saying there is the carport area at the moment. There's been a little bit of feedback about some people wanting it closed in as a garage. So for $1,799,000, the vendor will close that area and put a garage door in there for you as well. So 1.799 million. I would suggest when you drive past 15 Monte Carlo Drive very, very shortly, you're going to see a soul sticker on that signboard. Good luck with phase 3, Nicholas.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Friendly, knowledgeable and extremely helpful has been Katie Burke, working out of our Mount Maunganui office. She's been your chaperone over recent weeks for number 22D Meadow Street in downtown Mount Maunganui. I say downtown because it's pretty close to downtown, isn't it, Katie? The legal aspects of this one, folks: freehold estate, SA 58C folio 546 is the record title that tells you that you get 104 square metres more or less, plus an undivided 1/5 share and a further 210 square metres more or less. And of course that takes up the driveway, doesn't it? You've got to have access to the property somehow, don't we? You've got to be able to get in and out, because this one here is positioned in the perfect place, being 22D Meadow Street, where you've got a nice quiet location. Now, we did have a couple of changes to the original documentation circulated. We did have, 15 working days. That's now 20 working days. So just a slight amendment there, making sure you're aware of that. And the bed head in the master bedroom, well, that's been added to the channels list as well. The automatic garage door opener was changed to a switch in the garage. So just those light amendments there, just dotting the I's and crossing the T's, making sure we've got everything correct. So a beautifully presented townhouse that really does offer all the advantages of a sophisticated social lifestyle and a real oasis of contemporary calm. This property offers you as well. You've got that beautiful balance of the natural and monochrome tones that directs the stylish interior throughout the home. You'll remember that from when you viewed the property. You've got that unexpectedly spacious kitchen there that features the large bench for entertaining. You've got plenty of cabinetry as well in that wonderful kitchen, and of course those stainless steel appliances that will assist you in your day-to-day activities. That broad view of Maui, like that lies before you on your private balcony for you to get to enjoy, and that flows beautifully from the living space as well. All I can suggest to you is 150 square metres doesn't sound much, but when it's well proportioned and well laid out like this one is, Katie, it really does give you a wonderful sort of a lifestyle. And then there's that added bonus that we've already mentioned, all but downtown Mount Maunganui living. So there you go, boys. Now, I know we've got some interest in the property. We had a conversation yesterday, Katie, and you were saying that you've got a number of people that are expressing interest. So I'm not going to mention any figures, folks. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. If you're here for this one, now's the time to pop your hand up. Put a number towards me and I'll work alongside you, help you buy the property here this afternoon. Otherwise, if I close the auction, you will run the risk of being in one of those multiple offers, because I know Katie has got multiple people that aren't in that cash position. Looking for an opening bid now. 22D Meadow Streets, all up downtown Mount Maunganui. First call now for a start. Second time. Third. Last chance in or outs. Okay, I'm going to close the auction. Those people are going to be looking forward to hearing from you. If indeed they're not watching over the live stream, if you are watching over the live stream, get hold of Katie pretty quickly. Be what I call first cab off the rank with your conditional offer. She'll help you facilitate that. Get yourself under contract with this vendor fairly quickly, because it's not going to stick around very long at all, I can assure you of that. Auction's closed. Good luck with phase 3, Katie.
Thanks,
Keep up your good work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, back we go. Number 2, colourway. The marketing, the negotiations have continued. Kyra, can you just confirm for me, please, your buyer has amended their bid from $1 million to $1,040,000?
Yes.
$1,040,000. Just confirming, please. Your instructions are, we're on the market, we sell today. On the market it goes here, folks. I did say in my preamble that as soon as I say that, the now selling sign would flash. There it is up there in favour of our telephone bidder here. Hope you're watching there. I'm going to call it 3 times. Any advance on $1,040,000 buys the property. First call, second, third, last chance it goes. Sold to the telephone winner and $1,040,000. Congratulations to our sellers. That concludes our offerings for you here today at EVES. We'll see you back here next Thursday. We've got another 13 wonderful properties for you to choose from with any one of our EVES officers, blanketing the vacancy, and our sales people will help you from there. Thank you.
Actually, you can